welcome back viewers again for another exciting show of Careers Bistro. My name is Monique Adams and we're here to pick up our first guest for the show, Dr. Shafudah, who is a physical science lecturer right here at UNAM. So keep on watching and enjoy. Guys, as mentioned, we picked up Mr. Dr. Shafudah. How are you?
I'm fine, how are you?
I'm good. I'm really excited to be driving you around, aren't you?
Very excited and I look forward to the trip.
Exciting. So, Dr. Shafudah, can you just please tell us a bit more about yourself? Who is Dr. Shafudah?
That's a very interesting one. My name is Shafudah. I work at University of Namibia as a lecturer. But maybe you would want to know about my background.
Background, yes.
I am from Wangwena region. And there, it's where we have done our high school and everything until I joined the University of Namibia, where I got my bachelor's and master's degree.
Oh, so once you completed your high school, you came to the city for tertiary education?
Yes, that's right. So I came here for tertiary education. I was always, in my future, I was always willing to join UNAM as a premier university in Namibia. So in 2009, my dream came true.
Wow. So just take us back to that moment when you came to the city. I mean, you're a small town boy. So when you saw the city lights, were you like, what was that experience like?
No, there's a very interesting story there.
Can you share?
Yeah, of course. When I came in Windhoek, it was my first time entering Windhoek.
Yeah.
And I came at night. So when I passed by, when I was approaching Windhoek, I could see all the light up.
Yeah.
So it looks like Jerusalem for me. So, so I really thought that, this is where I really wanted to be.
Yeah. So how was uni life for you as a student? How did you how did you manage to be such a good academic, and still keeping a social life? What was the things you were doing?
Yeah, no, it was not only about myself, but I had good friends. So since my high school, I had friends, and we came from high school with those friends, and I sticked to that friendship. And my academic achievement is really attributed to my friends that I've been hanging around with.
Yeah.
And as we know that we say that those you associate with, you become who they are.
Yes. Birds with the same feathers flock together.
Sorry.
So, Shafudah, you said in 2019 your dream came true, being part of UNAM. Can you just share that experience with us?
Yeah, so in 2009, I was admitted at UNAM to do Bachelor's of Science in Physics and Engineering. And then, I got a scholarship from NAMPAO. They funded my study, everything, including from tuition fee, meals, everything, including all. So I didn't have to go through problems. So I just have to focus on studying. So that was really a gesture from NAMPAO.
Wow. Apologies for saying 2019. It's actually 2009. Yeah. So in your article, you mentioned that you also studied in Japan. And you said you drew a lot of inspiration from the lifestyle there. Can you just take us through those moments and the inspirations you got from, studying there at the time?
Yeah, so in 2017, I was awarded the next scholarship. It was one of the competitive ones. And there I did my PhD in engineering, focused on material science.
Wow.
And I realized that this field is new to Namibia, so I need to come up with an inspirational academy.
Yes.
So to mentor students, of course not only in this field, but in all other new fields. And this academy is now working, and we are helping Namibian students who want to pursue their study in this science and technology field.
Wow. And you've been doing amazing things, working with the president, trying to make Namibia go green. I know, can you give us like an exclusive of that whole project? You know, what's it about? Like, drop it here on Careers Bistro. Just like exclusive information on like what are the steps you guys are looking at, and where do you hope to see Namibia in the next few years?
Yeah, no, thank you very much. Regarding the green hydrogen project, it's under the President's office.
Yes.
But UNAM is also taking part under this project. Of course, the main host is the Office of the Pro Vice Chancellor. So I am just assisting under that office. So that we make sure that we develop capacity and we do research that are going to solve problems for Namibia.
For Namibia. And you know, with all these huge moments and steps in your life, you always come across, you know, potholes and challenges. So what's one of the challenges that really stick out in your head that you're like, oh my goodness, thank God I managed to, you know, not swiftly, but I managed to overcome that challenge. What challenge was that, and how did you overcome it?
Yeah, no, I think life is down, ups and downs, right? So I think challenge are part of personal growth.
Yeah.
And for me, especially when you want to try new things, we always have to encounter challenges.
Yes.
Yeah, and I know very well, like during my PhD, I met a lot of challenges, and it needed a lot of emotional intelligence, because otherwise I could not have maybe completed the doctorate degree.
Yeah, just like you say your PhD. But like, you know, a lot of students might be watching now, and you know, during COVID, you know, online classes, it's really challenging for learners these days. What word of advice would you give them, you know, to just push through these difficult times?
Yeah, no, while we are talking about COVID, my final year, my last year of my PhD, that's when COVID-19 broke out. So I didn't have a single paper. At that time, I only had raw data. But I needed 2 very big papers to graduate. So, but the whole year 2020 was COVID year. Yeah. But we have to think, how can we do it with my supervisor? And in October, I pulled on 1 paper, and in December, 2nd paper, and in March, I have to graduate. So it was very dramatic, and it was very nerve-wracking. So, yeah, but I just say that keep pushing. You know, as long as you are pushing, it's fine. You know, if you give up, you give up. But if you are pushing, it will come out. It will come out, and you will come out a success. Yeah.
So, Doctor, you know, let's get into the casual of things. What do you do in your free time? You know, when you're not busy doing research or paperwork, what is it that you enjoy doing when you have free time?
Yeah, no, I think it's worth to note or to mention that I'm part of the Unlimited Book Club, which is a book club that is where we do book reading. It was initiated by Sam Shifudah. Yeah, so we do book readings there, and motivational speeches. Yeah, and every morning I wake up, I go to the gym, or I go mountain climbing 5 o'clock.
Wow.
Yeah, and I enjoy nature walk, of course. So these are some of the things I spend my time with.
Interesting. So you advocate for, you know, a green country, a green Namibia. So are you like a agriculture farmer yourself? You know, do you have plants in your home or something of that sort?
No, I have, of course, I cannot just be advocating for something where I'm not doing anything.
Practicing, yeah.
So I have a small plot where we are working on, where we are growing vegetables and also small livestock.
Wow.
So,
wow. So where do you hope to see Namibia? Oh, how long will it take Namibia to, you know, go green?
No, I think there are 2 parts of green. The green in terms of agriculture, and maybe the green in terms of energy transition.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So in the case of agriculture, I think we are green. especially Wangwena region where I came from. We are green, yeah. But in terms of energy, we need to move to green energy, as opposed to fossil-based fuels. These fossil-based fuels, they are depleting our ozone layer, which is there to protect us from dangerous ultraviolet rays. So we need to find new synthetic fuels that are not harmful to the universe. So we need to decarbonize the world.
Okay. So for anyone that read your article, guys, if you haven't read his story, or part of his story, a bit of his story, make sure you grab yourself a copy of the Allgemeine Zeitung Namibia Sun as well as the Republican. So for someone that read your story and is watching this interview now, what word of advice would you give that individual?
I just think that everything is possible. Let's be positive all the time. Positive thoughts create things. And if the thoughts are positive, they create positive things. But if you have negative thoughts, of course, the negative thought,
you will attract the negativity.
They create negative result, and maybe you won't want to be on that path. That's just my advice.
That's your advice. Well, guys, there you have it. And before we say goodbye, out of a 5-star, how's my driving?
Oh no, it was perfect. I enjoyed your driving. So I look forward to more driving again.
Oh yes, just give a call. I'm Uber 24/7 and then I'll make my way. Okay guys, there you have it. Well, this is just the beginning of Careers Bistro. Keep on watching and stay tuned. Guys, that interview I really enjoyed, speaking to Dr. Shafudah. He is such an interesting man, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. So now to the second segment, it's news, whereby a colleague of mine went to the launch of a new restaurant in Klein Windhoek, Skinny Cow. So here's a few footage she took, and enjoy.
Bestuurder hier by Skinny Cow. So dit is die gesiggie wat julle sal sien as julle hier inkom. As julle enige klagtes het, wat ek nie hoop julle het nie asseblief. Kan julle dit asseblief moet doen. Hy opvat nie met my nie. Okay, ek gaan nog oorslaan Engels toe. En net vir julle 'n bietjie vertel van waar hierdie ding begin het. Net vir julle 'n bietjie idee gee. Okay, ek moet gaan net eerstens om verskoning vra, want ek gaan dit vir my telefoon opleer. Ek het nie tyd gehad om 'n speech te prep nie, so asseblief as ek op my telefoon kyk, verskoon. So I came from a family of foodies. My dad, a red meat lover, and my mom, a white meat lover. Every special occasion and every holiday was planned around food. Every meal was an experience. Pair it with wine and it became a celebration. During the time that I was studying psychology in Cape Town, my love for food grew as my taste buds salivated with each and every meal. I absolutely loved cooking as fresh produce was readily available, as Cape Town is. My now husband treated me to the best restaurants in Cape Town at least twice a week, so I was very lucky. And whenever my mom visited, we would go to this little eatery, this pink eatery in Cape Town, with the best cakes and obviously the best wine.
Guys, there we have it. That was Careers Bistro for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it just as much as I did. I mean, it's a Friday. I need to go and relax and get ready for the weekend. Stay safe and love and light.